And to discuss Trudeau's political setbacks, we have with us Professor Anshu Joshi from Center of Canadian, US and Latin American Studies joining us on the show. Welcome, ma'am, on the program. So to start at possibly the beginning of the current leadership crisis in Canada, was the Canadian Finance Minister's resignation, apparently over a policy clash, really also part of a strategy to possibly replace Trudeau as Liberal Party leader and then the Prime Minister?
I don't think so. It would be very early to speculate such kind of things. You have to look into the events that have got unfolded in past couple of days. And both when we look at the internal politics of Canada, where Trudeau is getting a growing pressure not only from his own people, his own Liberal Party members to resign, he is becoming unpopular as the leader of Canada day by day among the common people also, because of his unpopular economic policies, because of the current economic situation in Canada, wherein it is grappled among various economic challenges. There is a state of high inflation and people are not happy. On the other hand, Trump also had warned Canada of steep tariffs, and that actually became a reason for the current, or we can say now the ex-finance minister Chrystia to resign. And just before that, the housing minister also in the Trudeau's cabinet had resigned. And both the ministers have vocally criticized Trudeau's policy. And on the other hand, we can see that how, because of the decisions that he is taking, as in his foreign policy, are also making him quite unpopular, not only in Canada, but also internationally. So there are a couple of elements together, and that is why I think now Trudeau is getting this pressure from his own party to resign, so that an interim prime minister could be appointed before the elections in Canada due in October 2025.
So why are legislators from within Canada's ruling Liberal Party complaining about Trudeau's leadership? What are their specific complaints, and also what are the specific policy failures for which the opposition is attacking Trudeau?
So by and large, at the moment, right now, the reason for which he is being forced to resign from his position lies in the economic policies. So the kind of policies he adopted, and in past couple of years, we have seen that actually he is in pressure. So he is running a minority government. We have to understand that it is not a government of full majority. And the reason for this also, actually his party members are now calling, as in Trudeau, a reason for that because he called for the early elections. And then he was overconfident. And last time he could make minority government. So he had to take support from this NDP, New Democratic Party, which is constituted of the leaders who are Khalistani supporters. And that is the reason when we look at his foreign policy, he became really unpopular, because the kind of stand he took for extremist issues, and when we look from India's point of view, actually not only made him unpopular, but India-Canada relations also went for a tiff, and the relations are in a worst state at the moment. Going back to the economic turf, the kind of policies that he adopted, we can see that what is the situation, what is the outcome of those policies, what is the situation at present. So there is a high rate of inflation, there is a state of unemployment, youngsters are not happy, people are actually by and large not happy. And in past 10 years, we have seen that how Trudeau has fallen from this chart of popularity in Canada. So that is the reason now his own party members are against him. And they could foresee that if at all the next elections would happen under the leadership of Trudeau, a Liberal Party would miserably fail in securing a majority again or forming a government. So right now the Conservative Party seems to be in a very confident position. So I think that's the reason his own party members are wishing him to resign. And if he doesn't resign, then the Parliament may ask Liberals with this vote of another vote of low confidence, and if that get passed, then that is the other way by which he could be thrown out of power.
So what seems more likely at this point, that Liberal Party will replace Trudeau or that the opposition will topple him?
It's very hard to say at the moment, because we have seen that how Trudeau has tried everything and he has not left any stone unturned. And I had written this point in my column a couple of months ago, when he was openly supporting the extremist leaders who are posing a critical challenge to the internal security of India, and India-Canada relations were going for a toss. At that time, I had written that if Trudeau does not understand the true definition of power, and if he goes by all these, very tactical reasons to remain in power, if he takes such kind of decisions, definitely he would face the repercussions sooner or later, and that day has come. So his own party members are actually against him, and his policies have made him really unpopular, and we can say that he has failed not only the government of Canada, but also his party. So, but it is difficult to say whether he'll resign or not, though there is a pressure, and I have told you that there is other way also by which he could be thrown out of power. But there is an interesting fact, which is that the parliament would be closing for holidays next Tuesday, and then it would reopen in the new year. So if at all he does not resign, it will take some time for, the other way. I mean, the parliament to go with this another, motion.
Yeah, so probably Trudeau will get some time to recalibrate his strategy. We leave it here. Thank you very much, Professor Anshu Joshi, for all that analysis on this subject.